Hello, Assalamu alaikum. In this video, we will understand about the gray hair. It is known as the premature gray hair. The premature gray hair is caused due to the major stressor, but in this video, we will understand about the collectively how it can work. So we will not understand about the autoimmune disorder and inflammation, but next video, hopefully, we will understand. So the melanin is important for the pigmentation, remember, and the melanocyte stem cell is responsible for it. Stem cells move through your hair follicles, and hair might have different protein that kick off the different developmental stages. So remember this thing. That is why the basically the stem cell will proliferate into the melanocyte, because the melanocyte stem cell, but with the different stages it produce a different type of protein for the development of hair. This is the cross section of the skin which that contain epidermis, dermis and hypodermis. A lot of things are present. This is the organ like basically oil gland and the nervous system. The nerve ending is used for the pain, pressure, sensation of touch. Adipose tissue is here, is the present in the subcutaneous layer of the skin, that is hypodermis, and this is the hair follicle and the hair shaft. This is the bigger picture of the epidermis and dermis. The epidermis contains a melanin containing cell that is dead, while the basal cells are present in the dermis, and in this way the upper part of the dermis and the melanocyte among them. This is the basal cell and this is the melanocyte. This is the blood circulatory system, the blood vessel. So let's understand about the normal and the stressful development of the hair. There is the different stages of the hair development and how hair will be removed and again will produce. This is the hair bulge, is the melanocyte stem cell, which that move toward the upward toward the epidermis side, and in this way it will become in the dermis it will become a melanocyte, not epidermis but dermis. So it will become a melanocyte and produce the melanin to store into the hair. But this melanocyte stem cell also, when during the proliferation, will deposit the pigment into the hair shaft, into the hair. So the keratinocyte also play important role for the deposition for the absorption of the melanin, because the keratin. So the pigmentation and noradrenaline will decrease in this way, not stress. So this is the anagen and the catagen and telogen phase, and the new anagen formation will lead to remain the stem cell, the melanocyte stem cell, which that will not damage. In this way the normal pigmentation will occur. But in the case of the stress like the lack of food, health, medication and sunlight, and physical or physiological stress, which that create the fight or flight response, this fight or flight response which that produce the noradrenaline. This is the anagen phase, and in this way here is the stem cell which that absorb the adrenaline will lead to damage itself, and on the other hand a lot of stressor will damage it. In this way the melanocyte maturation will not occur. The stem cells colony destruction due to stress, and in this way the stress stimulation and the apoptosis will occur. If the stress stimulation will occur, while the pigmentation in this way during the catagen and telogen phase will not complete, and in this way the new anagen no pigmentation will occur, the no stem cell, because the damaging of the stem cell due to the stress, due to the noradrenaline, due to the fight or flight response. Anyhow, that is the normal mechanism. In this way, the stem cell will remain throughout the hair cycle, while in this way, the no stem cell, it means the no proliferation into the melanocyte. In this way, the melanin deposition will not possible. The causes of the gray hair is the stress and the depression, the lack of healthy nutrition, vitamin B and D deficiency. UV radiation also involved, as well as genetic factor and less care of hair. But anyhow, the treatment can be a reducing stress as well as the stem cell therapy. So anyhow, let's understand about the mechanism of the deposition of the melanin pigment into the keratinocyte. And the keratinocyte is the part of the hair shaft, the hair. So here contain keratin protein. So that is why the keratinocyte means the keratin protein producing cell. It will become ultimately die. So that is why the hair shaft will be dead, while the melanocyte is responsible for the production of melanin pigment. Whenever the hypothalamus stimulate during the pregnancy or other stimulation like sunbath will lead to activate the median lobe of pituitary gland, will lead to produce the alpha melanocyte stimulating hormone, same released from the keratinocyte. Whenever the damage of the keratinocyte due to the UV radiation, in this way the UV light will damage the DNA, will lead to produce the p53 protein, and this will lead to become a transcription factor. After the damaged DNA stimulation lead to produce the POMC. This POMC will lead to beta endorphin translation. That protein will lead to analgesia dependency. On the other hand, the alpha melanocyte stimulating hormone, the beta endorphin will produce, which that is the pain inhibitor also. On the other hand, the rashes prevention and other things. The melanocyte stimulating hormone alpha melanocyte, alpha MSH, will produce after the translation of the POMC, and in this way also the melano alpha MSH will release from the pituitary median lobe of the pituitary gland, and in this way it will be bound with the MCI receptor. This MCI receptor, when bound, this is the G protein receptor, will lead to activate the cyclic AMP and as a transcription factor to produce the MITF. This MITF will lead to produce the pigment production after the gene translation, and in this way the melanosome formation occur, and this melanosome will be degranulate exocytose, and in this way this melanin pigment will deposit into the keratinocyte. When deposit into the keratinocyte, and it will lead to basically a deposit, and it will become a dead, this keratinocyte, to produce the hair black. If this will not occur due to the DNA damage and the stem cell, which that will not convert if the melanocytes during the new anagen pigmentation phase, and in this way the hair will be white, is known as the gray hair, premature gray hair. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. For this, and bye.